Yeah, you stole my thunder. It really is two big traditions back to back on different days. Of course, the road race itself 1 week from today. Coverage starts 9 a.m. right here on Fox 61. But then after all the fun, then on Friday, an equally important event happening, the biggest blood drive in the state, the annual Ray Crothers Blood Drive at Manchester High School. Joining me now is a blood recipient, Lauren Mayhew, and her beautiful little daughter, Raya, here, who's been up and about in Studio 61. We've been having a great time. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Why don't you start by telling people your story?
So I was 7 months postpartum after having Raya, and I was 2 months pregnant when I had some routine blood work done that ultimately showed that I had AML leukemia. So I immediately started treatment. I went through 3 treatments within 3 months. And I was in remission. I rang the bell in February, and then 6 months later, after returning to work and everything, we found out that I'd relapsed again.
Yeah.
So since August, I've been through 3 rounds of chemo again, and I'm going for a stem cell transplant in December.
Okay.
And in between all of my chemotherapy treatments, I've received, there's about 2 to 3 weeks a month that I receive blood products.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how much of a need there was until I was in it. And I was surrounded by people who were also receiving products daily. And I didn't realize if it weren't for people donating blood, I wouldn't be here today for my daughter, for my family, and I would not be feeling as great as I feel.
Do you have any idea how much blood, how many different units you've gone throughout the course of your treatments?
I lost track. I did a count in February, but it's easily been hundreds between platelets and red blood cells.
And I feel bad because part of our job is to get the word out. We've done lots of stories about the urgent need for blood, so much so I feel like we're a broken record, but part of that is because blood's perishable and you can't be donating every single day. So yeah, getting as many of you out there to donate blood as possible is just utterly crucial, and you're the living reason why. What would you say to people who are maybe on the fence, thinking about it, but maybe they don't like needles or they have some other misgivings?
I would say go for it. Try it at least once. Bring a friend or a family member, someone for support. I just hosted my first blood drive over the weekend, and I had a good handful of first-time donors who were very nervous. And at the end of it, they were so proud of themselves. They said it wasn't nearly as bad as what they hyped it up to be, and they're definitely going to do it again. So I would challenge anyone who's nervous to try it once. If you need to, think of someone like me. I'm a mother, a wife, a sister, a daughter. And if it weren't for donations of others, I can tell you right now I would not be here and feeling as good as I feel.
I was going to say, do you feel like it helped them having you there to put a face on why they were doing it? Yeah,
I definitely push them to do it because that's the thing. A lot of people are uncomfortable about needles.
Yeah.
And if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's such a small little part that you can literally help save someone's life.
Yes, let's make it happen, right? And they're very competitive at the Ray Crothers Blood Drive. They want to make sure they are the biggest in all of the state. Happening the day after the Manchester Road Race at Manchester High School, right in the gym, 8:30 to 3:30. What else do you get out of it? Not just a chance to save a life. You'll get a free Manchester Road Race T-shirt as well. And sometimes they give you cookies, too, if you're worried that you have a little bit of low blood sugar, too. So you get something out of it no matter what you do. Thank you so much for joining us. Just once again, it is important to put a face on why the need for blood is so important. We certainly wish you well with your continued treatments and everything in the future.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Thank
a pleasure
you.
to meet you. I know Raya just took off halfway through. Kids will be kids. She's over there with Grandpa. Thank you for coming in, Raya. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you all.